morning, folks. How we doing? It's Henry over at Thrifty Used Cars and Tires. I'm trying to be a little more productive with my time today. We're going to shoot a video about our Buy Here, Pay Here program that we use at Thrifty Used Cars and Tires. To tell you a little bit about the program, how it came about, why I think it's so awesome, and why it's led to our success so far. First off, the last 10 years, I worked for a finance company. I used to collect on their loans. What my job was, if somebody got to be past due by more than 20 days, I was given the account and I would have to go knock on their door and find out when they could pay, or if they just lost their job and they couldn't pay and they had no prospects for a job, then I had to repo their car. So I did that for 10 years. Why did I do it for 10 years? Because they paid me good money to do it. It helped me pay the bills at my house and enabled me to be home and see my son more often. That's why I did it.
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
But it also taught me a whole bunch of stuff. And you learn a lot in 10 years if you pay attention. And I started doing this when I was 40. Before that, I was in the restaurant business, and I have a degree in the restaurant business, and I was successful in the restaurant business, but when I ran my restaurants, I had to be there a whole bunch. And restaurant business isn't something that you can do part-time. You either put your heart in it, and people can see it, you put out good food, and you have good staff, and it takes a lot of time. But once I had children or a child, I didn't want to do that anymore. But anyway, how did we get to the Buy Here, Pay Here program? So I worked for this finance company for 10 years, and they were what you call a subprime finance company, which means people with bad credit or blemished credit or no credit or problem credit, or you've had some issue paying your bills in the past, people. And so when people loan them money, the chances when a financial institute loans them money, the chances they're going to get paid back are slim, because that's what your credit history tells you. When somebody's credit history says that they're 200, that means that they probably have never paid anybody back in the history of their life. So the chances of you getting paid back, what makes you different? So finance companies, for these type people, they charge them a lot of interest. So the people driving the cars, if they want to drive a car, they had to pay the high interest. So I would go out and collect these car payments or repo the cars. So I walked into a lot of sad situations. I'm no big guy. I'm 6 foot, 225. Not too chiseled, but hey, I get by. And I walked in some of the roughest neighborhoods in New Orleans, Mississippi, Macomb, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, and I collected car payments. And by the time I left, half the time they usually buy me Christmas presents, and it was just crazy. But anyway, because you got to treat people fairly. I empathize with their position. I'm one tragedy away from being them people. It's the way I've always looked at it my whole life. But anyway, so I saw all these sad situations. And the part that I found the saddest with these situations is the people who have the least amount of money in this world, who need a hand, they have to pay the most interest because they've had problems paying it, because they don't make the money for one reason or another, and so they don't pay their bills as well. Most people don't pay their bills because they don't have the money. Most people, in my belief, most of the time, that's why, because they don't have the money. If they had the money, they'd pay their bills. Now, sometimes you meet some younger folks when they're young and dumb, have no sense. They go out and spend their money chasing foolishness stuff. But older folks, they would rather have a car, and they would pay their bills if they had the money. So this finance company did real well for 10 years, and then they came and said, Henry, why don't you look for another job? We can't pay you the money we've been paying you. So I said, fine. So I opened up a car lot. In Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Why did I open in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi? Because my parents live there, my brother lives there, my sister lives there. I spent every summer of my life there. It's a good little community, and it has a lot of working folks. And working folks need affordable cars. So in my mind, it was the perfect place to open up a little car lot. So that's what I did. First, I opened up. I was selling just the repos at the finance company I used to work for. And then after about 2 months of selling no cars, I said, man, this ain't working out. I need to do something different that's different than anybody else. With what I know in this world, and after being around for 49 years, what can you do? So I watch videos on the internet, I watch YouTube, I've seen other people's programs, and it basically took all this knowledge in, and it came up with my plan. On our Buy Here, Pay Here program, nobody else around does what we do. I don't charge you any interest on the money you borrow for your car. I don't run you credit, okay? So, right there. I'm not running you credit, so I really don't know what your credit past is. I have no idea. I don't care. And I'm not going to charge you any interest. If you look at a car dealership, the people who sell cars, they make a lot of money, and a big dealership. And then the people who loan them money, the banks and the finance companies, they make enough money just loaning the money on the cars that they live in nice houses and nice places. So two people make money off the selling of that car: the bank and the car lot. So I thought to myself, I said, Henry, you got a little money saved, not a lot of money, but a little money. So why don't you buy affordable cars, sell them, and loan the people money on that car for free? Now, I'm no dummy, people. Don't get me wrong. I don't know you from Adam. So the first go around on your first car, I'm going to loan you some money, but I'm not going to go loan you $10,000 on your first car when I have no clue who you are. And people don't wind up at my lot by accident. They don't just say, oh, let's go to Thrifty. They wind up because they heard it. I don't charge any interest. I don't run your credit. That's why they come and see me. I'm not stupid, people. That's the reason I do it. So on your first car, you might not get the perfect car you want. You might only have $1,000 to put down on a car. You might have $1,500, $2,000. Okay? So I'm going to loan you on a $1,000 down car. I'll probably loan you $2,500, and you pay me back $75 a week, and I don't charge you interest. After you pay that car off and you pay it good, we ain't had no major problems, I go out and buy you a nicer car. You can trade in the car you just paid off on a nicer car if you want. I'm going to loan you money, no interest again, but you're going to have a little bit of a nicer car. Your first car, when I don't know you, you don't know me, you're going to get a car that runs, shifts, gets you from A to B, and I'm not going to charge you any interest, and you're going to be paid off in less than a year. That's what you're going to get. That's what I offer. Okay? So on that program, just think about it. I'll Buy Here, Pay Here cars. They're good A to B cars that I promise they run, they shift, and they drive when you buy it. You don't change the oil, they're not going to run. You don't take care of it, they're not going to run very long. You do stupid shit, do stupid things, act like a child, go full about forward in your 10-year-old car, it isn't going to last. But if you take care of the car, you change your oil, and you use the car what it's meant for, get you from A to B, it's going to last you a long, long time. Because I buy quality cars. I spend a lot of time picking out the cars I buy. A lot of time. That's what I do most of the day, is try to find cars that are good, that are affordable, so my customers can buy them. So that's what I sell. My program. You walk in the door. I'm not going to run your credit. I'm not going to verify your job. I'm not going to make you carry full coverage insurance. I'm not going to kid myself. 90% of people that get a loan on subprime, or people that have bad credit, they don't get in. They get insurance enough to walk out the door in a car lot. So I'd rather people tell me the truth. I just go get your collision insurance, because that's what you require by law. So you get pulled over, you don't go to jail. But I'm not stupid enough to think that you're going to pay for full coverage insurance on my cars. More power to you. If you do, I recommend it. But if you wreck your car, you can get another one. But if you don't, I understand. So I'm kind of rolling the dice with you there. Because if you get in a wreck and it's your fault, people, how many people pay for their car when the car stops running, or it's wrecked or totaled? That's how many people pay for their car, unless they have money or they have good credit or they have a great job. But most hard-working people like myself, or good folks that you're a blue-collar worker or you're a casino worker, their car quits running, they quit doing this. They quit paying. So I got to buy good cars because I want you to pay for the car. So, okay. All right, so we're back. I'm not running your credit, I'm not verifying your job. I'm not making you carry full coverage insurance. I'm not charging you any fees. There's no lot fee. There's no dealership fee. There's no management fee. There's none of that foolishness. All you're paying for in my program is the car, what it costs. Nothing else. No interest on the money you borrow. You're not paying no fees. You're not paying nothing. There is no fees on my cars. Okay, you go to, any dealership around, one of them big pretty dealerships like across the street from me. There's There's always a dealership fee. There's always a finance charge. And folks, middle class people can't afford to pay these fees. They're trying to keep food on the table for their kids and keep the electricity on. That's the kind of people that buy my cars. People that are trying to take care of their families, could care less about status symbol. They want to get to work from A to B and back home. You know what I mean? If you want to make a status symbol, you want to be flashy, you don't want to buy here, pay here car for me. You might want to buy one of my finance company cars. You know, you can do that. We got cars for every which way you want to go. Or you want to go to another dealership. But on my buy here, pay here program, on your first car go around, they're good A to B cars. Okay? All right, so we've established I'm not running your credit. I'm not charging you any fees. I'm not charging you any interest. I'm not requiring you to carry full coverage insurance. And the next thing is key, folks. All of my cars in the buy here, pay here program on your first go around are paid out in less than 12 months. Why is that important, folks? Because you know what happens to people? You know, your working class people, they go to work every day, they pay the bills, they get their paycheck on Friday. Here's for rent, here's money for food, honey, here's money for the car note. And you know what they got left? Whew. Nobody likes having no money left. You know, it's very defeating, but it's reality a lot of times. So for me, I try to give people hope. You know, you're going to buy a car, you need a car to get you from work back and forth, I'm your man. You want a dependable car, I'm your man. You only want to put down $1,000 and $1,500, I'm your man. I'm going to tell you about my $500 cars next because people need to hear this. So I'll give people hope. You're not going to be paying 3 years on my cars. You're going to be done paying for my cars in less than 12 months. Folks, if you can't make a commitment to pay something for 12 months to have a car, you don't deserve to have a car. I'm not charging any interest. So, of course, I want to be paid back the money that you're paying for my cars very quickly because I'm not charging you any interest. My money is in your hands. I don't get paid for the car until you pay me. You understand? So, again, let's review. I don't run your credit. I don't charge no interest. I don't verify your job. I don't require you to carry full coverage insurance. And all of my cars on the first go around are paid out in less than 12 months. If you put $1,000 to $1,500 down, you're going to get a car in my lot that costs you anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000. Now, in tax season, people got a little more money. I buy a little more expensive car. You want to put $2,000 down and buy a $5,000.
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
Okay? And then we do the step-up program. All my cars that are paid off, that you paid off in less than a year, if you want to trade it in at the end of the time, I take all my cars back on trade, folks. Every one of them. I give you a fair price for the car, as long as it runs and it shifts, like I gave it to you. It drives and it shifts. That's all I care about, because people want cars that drive and shift. Everything else, they are luxuries. Air conditioning is a luxury. I hate to tell you people, air conditioning is a luxury. You know, on a $500 down car, don't be expecting no air conditioning, people. You can't even get bicycles for $500 down no more. But on a $500 down car, I'm going to get you a car that goes from A to B. And that's pretty much it for $500 down. There ain't no pimping for $500 down. All you're doing is hoping you get this car paid off, and so you can get it to another car. And you know, because you only got $500, people. $500. $500 today, folks, don't get you a bike from Walmart most of the time. Be honest with you. You want a nice bike for an adult? You can't get one at Walmart for $500, especially if you go to Target. Target, ain't no way you're getting a bike for $500. But you can get a car from me for $500. Now, it's going to be a $500 down car. What does a $500 down car look like? It is the oldest, nastiest, most mild car on my car lot. For $500 down, that means I paid the least amount of money for that car, so I can charge you $500 down on it. That's what that means. Because on the buy here, pay here program, I don't run your credit. So I assume that every single person that walks in the door, it has bad credit, because most of the people that wind up in my life don't wind up there by accident. So on your first go round, if you only got $500, you buy a $500 down car, that's usually going to get you a $2,000, $2,500 car. You put $500 down, probably cost you $2,500 total, to be quite honest with you. And it's a car that can go A to B. It might not have AC, it might not have heat, it might have a leaky sunroof, it might have the catalytic converter cut off of it. but it's going to drive and it's going to shift. And you're going to have things that break on the car. You're going to have bearings that go out. You're going to have tires that are bald. You're going to have cracked up front windshields. Because you put, why? Because you paid $500 and I don't know you from Adam. That's a $500 down car. $500 down car. It's the car that's just you're gonna be getting into work and you'll be like, God, I want to make it to work. I think I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. And you make it there every day, but it's on a wing and a prayer. That's what $500 gets you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
If anybody ever tells you went to Thrifty used cars and tires and I sold you a car, I'm a car salesman, they lied to you. The last thing in the world I do is sell cars. I tell you what I have. I tell you what I'm going to charge you for it. I tell you what I know is wrong. Sometimes there might be something wrong with the car that I have no earthly idea. But it's going to drive. It's going to shift. It's going to get you from A to B. And you're going to have to change the oil in it. You're going to have to put tires on it. All the things you got to do as a responsible adult to have a car. But they get you A to B. That's what I specialize in. A to B car. Now your second car, you paid off the first car you bought, a $1,000 down car. It cost you $3,500 total. You pay it off in your 8 months. You say, Henry, I want something a little nicer. I like a extended cab pickup truck, and I want to trade this car in, and I might have another $1,000 to put down on it. I say, sure, man. Let me go get you a car. I'll go out and I'll get you a $6,000 truck. Now, that's called a step-up program. Your second car, because you paid so good on the first car, I don't mind getting you something a little nicer and give you a little more credit because we have a history. I know you now. We've done broke bread. You've been in every week to make your car payment to me. I know who you are. You know who I am. And so we have a relationship. And it depends. Sometimes on those cars, I'm required to carry full coverage insurance because I'm stepping up and I'm putting more money out. I start putting out $7,000, $8,000 on a car. I'm going to want full coverage insurance on it because I want to have my butt covered in case you do something silly and you get in a wreck or you just have an accident. That's just the way it is. Okay. Also on the buy here, pay here program, everybody pays the same amount and they pay the same way. Everybody pays either $75 a week or $150 every 2 weeks. No ifs, ands, buts about it. If you want to pay monthly, Henry, can I pay monthly? Sure you can. It's easy, folks. You know, I'm easy. I'm silly easy. Like arithmetic, 2 + 2 = 4. You know, so on my point, you want to pay monthly. When your first payment's due for $150, which is every 2 weeks, instead of paying $150, you pay $300, and then the next month you pay $300. So you see what happened? You make your upper payment, so you're able to pay $300 once a month every 30 days because you're paid an extra payment each time. See how that works? So you don't know that. So as long as you do it the first time and you keep paying your $300 every month, that's no problem. But that's the only way that I do monthly payments. It's either weekly or bi-weekly. Why, Henry? Why is that? I'll tell you why that is too, folks. There's no secrets here. There's no hidden whammy. There's no nothing. I'm gonna tell you like it is, sell it like it is, drop it like it's hot. Why is that, Henry? Because 99.9% of the people that buy cars in my buy here, pay here program, they done had 2, 3 repos, 4 repos, and a lot of times not a single person in town will loan them any. They like wimpy. Well, hamburger today, I gladly pay you Tuesday, but they don't pay on Tuesday. That's the people I wind up in my line a lot of times. So they done proved that they can't pay every 30 days. It can't happen. They are unable to manage their money that well. So I'm helping them. So I'm helping you. You pay me $75 a week. People can pay the $75. It don't seem that cumbersome. So every week you come see me, you cash your paycheck, you drop your money off with me, you drop your money off at daycare, boom, you're done. That's why. Because you people, and also because these people, because I don't know you from Adam, sometimes there's people in this world who just want to get in my car and they want to steal it. And they want to ride and ride and ride and want to ride for free. Just like Uncle Sam, nobody rides for free, my friends. Nobody. I make my girlfriend or my wife pay for her car. Nobody rides for free. I make my mother pay for her car, to tell you the truth. I had my sister live with me when she went to college. I charged her rent. So, you know, truth, that's the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. That's the type of guy I am. I love my sister to death, but my brother needs to be paid. You know, you got to help me out in my situation. I'm going to help you. It's like hands helping each other here program. Okay? So in review on the Buy Here, Pay Here program, what we got going on. You make the down payment, then you get paid $75 a week or $150 every other week. Then your basic A to B cars, your first go around. After you pay your first one in, you got a step up program. We'll buy you what you want on your second car because you have a history of paying me. What does Buy Here, Pay Here mean to you? At my lot, that means I'm not going to run you credit. I don't care what your credit looks like. It don't make no difference to me because a lot of people are goofy when they're young. I was goofy when I was young. I don't care if you got a job. I don't care what you do. You could be the pool girl. You could be the dog catcher. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to have a job. Your mama give you money. I don't care. As long as you're paying you $75 a week, we good. I'm not going to charge you no fees. I'm not going to charge you no interest. And you're going to be done paying on my car in less than 12 months. Nobody, folks. Nobody on the coast. Nobody in New Orleans. Nobody around is going to offer you that deal. Why do I do it? Why? Because if you look at the normal situation, you got a bank who gets to work bankers' hours and make a lot of money. They loan money, charge interest. They make enough money charging interest that they make a good living. They have these big, beautiful buildings. The car dealership makes money already, too. That car dealership, you pull in a brand new Ford dealership or a Honda dealership. They're big and they're beautiful. You know why? Because they're making money. You pull in my lot, I'm in the old charity building. I'm not trying to make a fortune. I'm trying to take care of my family. I'm trying to make a little living for myself. I buy the cars. I pay good money for them. I buy them out of my pocket. Every car I pay for, I pay cash money out of my pocket. I don't borrow the money. I go pay for it. So I take a vested interest in the cars I buy. I test drive every single car I buy. There ain't one car, no matter how nasty, disgusting you think it may be, that I have a test drove. I test drove every single one of them. And every single one of them we drive from auction back to my car lot, which is 20 miles. They make it back to the car lot, they ran, they shipped, they drove, they didn't run hot, we had no issues, boom, they go out for sale. I don't clean them, I don't do nothing to them, because why? That adds expense to the car. You can clean your car. You want to keep it clean? You want to make it nice? Boom, I'm not charging you no money on my cars. $1,000 down will get you a car that's going to last a long time. A $500 car is going to get you a car that's going to last a short time, but it runs, it's going to get you where you need to go for the short term. But it ain't going to be something you're going to be driving for the next 400 years, I don't think. Maybe. Probably not, though. But a $1,000 car, it's going to run for a long time. It's going to run for a while. I tell you that. Ain't nobody bought a $1,000 car for me that the car ain't ran for a while. All right. So, we now run your credit. We don't charge no interest. We're not charging you no fees. You don't paying out your car in 12 months. You can trade it in on something better and nicer. I'll go buy you what you want the second go around because me and you have a relationship. And now we get to the bad part. Folks, if it's your first week, your first payment due is $75, you ain't called, you don't pay. It's been 1 week and you past due, guess what? I'm coming to get my car, folks, because you're playing. Nobody misses their first car payment, don't call, don't do nothing. When I done told you your payment $75 will be your due on this date. Nobody. So what that means is they think I'm playing. And I'm not playing, folks. This is my money. I told you I paid for the car with my money. So I don't play with my money. That's what I'm going to use to retire one day. That's what I use to support my family, my wife, my kids, the whole nine. I say right now, the reason I'm doing this video because I live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I drive all the way to Mississippi Gulf Coast every single day. Why? That's what I got to do to support my family. That's where I can sell the most cars. Now, I'm moving to the Gulf Coast very soon. Yeah, I'll be there more often. But right now, I'm driving. So anyway, folks, you want a good A to B car that's going to get you where you need to go? I'm your man, Henry Wallace, Thrifty Used Cars and Tire, 2074 Highway 90, Bay St. Louis. My phone number is 228-344-3277. You don't believe me? Look at my reviews. Nobody can walk in my lot and look at me in the eye and say they got messed over because it don't happen. I treat people as I want to be treated. I've done it my entire life. I have a history of treating people like that. I got friends and family across the Southeast that will attest to me being a good guy. Now, I ain't no chump. You go 4x4 in my car and tear it up and expect me to give you a new car because you wouldn't act like an idiot? That ain't going to happen. I like Dave Ramsey. he says something I think is very important. You act like an idiot, you're going to pay an idiot fee. It costs to be an idiot. It ain't no different in my life. You act like an idiot, you're going to pay an idiot fee. But also, one other last thing. If you can't make your payment on the car, life happens sometimes, folks. You know, I lost my job. I know what it's like to lose your job. You can't pay on your car no more. You turn your car in. Next time you have the money for a down payment and want to come get another car from me, come on. I don't come after you for the rest of the money you owe, as long as you turn your car in. That's easy, folks. I'm as fair can be. Again, that's it. Thrifty used cars and tires will move more steel than the city of Pittsburgh. I guarantee it. I'll see y'all soon, people. Thank you.